Hello and welcome to another WOLCEN video. This time it's not a build guide per se, even though I will recommend a build to you guys later on, please bear with me. But before we start, I want to talk about some general things. First off, I receive lots of comments for my WOLCEN videos, which is absolutely fantastic. I read all of them. And there's of course lots of criticism, which is also fantastic if it's helpful. There was one guy who was just a toxic flamer and he was not able to communicate properly, so I can ignore that. But there was another guy and he really made me thinking because he had some valid points. Basically, he said the items you're using are not achievable by the average Joe because I'm using specific uniques which maybe people do not have, or there are special items which are way too overpowered because they are handmade. And he's right, okay? That's absolutely true. And that's why I want to show a build to you guys with no unique items, no special items. It's just items I found or crafted. And there is no mark of impurity. And it's still capable of running 187 untainted runs in about 6 minutes with just no effort whatsoever, okay? Let's check it out. When it comes to WOLCEN builds, it's all about personal preference and playstyle. There are many different use cases. For instance, there are people out there who want to have a very fast clear speed in order to, let's say, farm items or levels as fast as possible. There are other people like me who take it a bit more slowly. They have tanky builds so that they can maybe watch Netflix or anything else while they are farming stuff, because farming sucks. And that's why I want to do other stuff while farming. And there are other use cases where you want to get the most fun out of a specific build. You want to have certain mechanics and there's lots of movement involved and it's very satisfying to do that. And there are others who say, I want to play with a two-handed hammer or a staff because I have doing this for the last decades in all of my games and I want that basta. You know? So it's all about personal preference. So it is not easy to meet all of the individual requirements, and that's why I was checking through all of my builds, and I must admit some of them are not really useful for the casual player, and that's why I came up with this particular build. It's my personal favorite. It is a rather old build, but it still works with a few adjustments, and it's called the Globule Bomber, okay? So it has the holy trinity of Plague Burst, Anomaly, and Tear of Athaliel. This in combination with the Kabbalist node is absolutely devastating. It's really fun to play and I will show it to you guys. But before I do, I will give you a heads up about my items, because these are all the items I have found myself. This is just any heavy chest piece I have crafted, all the shoulders, the breastplate, the helmet. Every single item is not any special item, not created, modified whatsoever. These are all the things I have found or crafted myself. And as you can see, there is no trial belt and there is no mark of impurity, spell or whatsoever. So this is really something you can use while leveling or for endgame content like this with 187 runs, okay? And what you basically do, you create lots and lots of health globes. You can see them here. And as soon as you have a few of them, you just use the anomaly to let them explode, okay? It's super powerful and strong, and I personally like it because it's very easy to play. It's fun to play. And what I like the most about this build is it's very tanky. I can just stand here in the middle of, I don't know, some negative ground effects, and I don't have to worry about it. So I can watch Netflix while doing that, or talk to my wife or anything else. I don't have a wife, but you get the gist what I mean, okay? So that's basically what you do, creating tons and tons of health globes with one button. And then if you have lots of health globes, you need to find your mouse cursor and then you let just all the mobs die in the explosion. It's super easy. And with this build, I was able to achieve 187 untainted runs in about 6 minutes. Sometimes it's 5 something, sometimes it's close to 7, depending on the map layout, the monsters and blah blah, where the boss spawns. You know what I mean, okay? So if you are interested in this particular build, I can make a video, a little guide. And if you think, no, that's rubbish, I don't want to play like this, or you have no idea, then I will not. Okay, good. So this is all I want to talk about. As I said, if you want to see the build, I can create a little video. Otherwise, please stay healthy and safe. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.